Got a big show playing for you guys today. Got Triple R. Miami doesn't know how to do a knee. And Arizona scaring USC. So, yeah. I got a lot going on today. I'm starting early this time. 5:45. And, yeah, it's Monday, October 9th. We're in October now. And, time to throw out my script. I'm doing things differently. Yeah, you hear me turn it up? Yeah, that's all I have written down for the script. My opening statement. This is going to be an unlike show you're not used to seeing on Slater Report podcast. Unscripted. Just me debating about games and what I saw on Saturday. This is the Slater Report podcast. Alright, you see the title of this week's episode. We have a new Alabama on the way to the SEC. What does that mean exactly? Well, let's jump right into it. Let's start with the Georgia Bulldogs. Let's start with their game. They play Kentucky. But, yeah, I expect it to be a really close game considering Georgia's struggle in the first half. They changed my mind. They look like a really number one team. They really had a complete game, winning 51-13. What a win for Georgia. A much needed win for Georgia. And what a statement to say that, hey, we might be the new Alabama in the SEC. But hold that thought because the Red River rivalry might change your mind. Oklahoma and Texas put on a show. Instant classic from the second play. Oklahoma gets an interception. Touchdown. Goes up 7-0. Texas goes all the way down the field. Boom. Intercepted at the 1. Oklahoma's got the ball at their own 1. They go 3 and out. Then they punt. Texas blocks the punt and gets the touchdown off of it. Boom, it's 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. And then, after that, both offense starts to settle in easier now. And starting to, it starts to settle in and looks more like it. And that first quarter was an instant classic. That was first couple drives. But, second quarter, both offense start to settle in and start working their magic. It was still an entertaining game. Halftime score, Oklahoma's up 20-17. Texas did get a lead at one point in that second quarter. And then Oklahoma feeling really, really good at having the lead at halftime after losing 49-0 last year. Yeah, no one's going to let that down. And I'm an Oklahoma fan, so yeah, take that. Then we go to the third quarter. Some basic offense going on. It was really an entertaining game. Into the third quarter, Oklahoma's at 27-20. Oklahoma really controlled majority of that third quarter, putting up good points. And then the fourth quarter is when this game really shows out. Texas, looking like they're going to win this game. They have less than 4 minutes. They got a good drive going for them. Then, they're at first and goal. If they score here, they could potentially win this game. Got stopped. Second and goal at the 1. Got stopped. Third and goal at the 1. Got stopped. Then we got fourth and goal. They changed they had put out a new package out there. They got stopped inches away. Oklahoma defense, Brett Venables defense gets the fourth and goal stop inches away. Oklahoma, they put on a really, really, really good drive together. Going all the way down the field. I think they ended up getting a field goal off that. I don't remember, but they did put a really good drive off of that. Then Texas gets the ball back. And, guess what? Texas, being Texas, went out the ball. Boom! Oklahoma defense strikes again. We have a fumble. Yeah, Oklahoma strips the ball away from them. Then they go on a 2-minute drill. And, no timeouts. I mean, there were seriously like 3 seconds left the game. They threw it to Nick Anderson to win it 34-30. Yes, Oklahoma was trailing at this point. Oklahoma wins on a game-winning touchdown in a thriller. What a game. 34-30. Here is the stats for it. I mean, Texas won total yards, 527 over 486. Passing, Texas won passing. But here's the real difference. Oklahoma had 201 rushing, and Texas only had 156. Here's the big one. Texas had 3 turnovers in this game. That's what killed them. Also, the penalties. The penalties really hurt Texas in this game, too. So, they might have won total yardage. They might have won passing. But the difference maker is running the ball and the turnovers. That's what gave Oklahoma this win. So, is Oklahoma the new Alabama and the SEC next year? Well, let's see how Alabama did. How did they do against A&M? Well, Alabama only won by 6 points, 26-20. A&M, I mean, Jimbo Fisher, you never know with him. I mean, he can have a really good game or he can have a really bad game. I really thought A&M should have won this game, but Jimbo being Jimbo, not having the best play caller, they blew it at home. Alabama, I mean, Alabama defense old school, but that offense has got to get, they did get a little things going in the second half, but they were trailing most of that first half, but Alabama's really got to start playing better the whole game if they want to be back in the playoffs. So, let's take a look at the SEC power standings if you include Oklahoma and Texas this year. Yes, Oklahoma is number 1. Oklahoma could potentially be the new Alabama. You know the sign? We want Bama. We want Bama. Well, it could change to we want Oklahoma. We want Oklahoma. And there's also Georgia. Georgia, with that big win, they're number 2. Texas is at 3. Alabama is at 4. Nick Saban is in trouble. I mean, Alabama is no longer the powerhouse in the SEC. Oklahoma, Georgia, and Texas are coming for their money. But LSU, Kentucky, and Ole Miss, they have shots, but I don't see it happening. Sorry, LSU, Kentucky, and Ole Miss. You might have good teams, but you're never going to win the games where it matters. You might pull out some big upsets here and there, year in and year out, but, the SEC is tough, and with Oklahoma and Texas coming in, that's going to make it even tougher for them. And I hope you guys like my new, transition for, one image thing for a team or whatever. But, yeah, here's another new one. Got a new one. It's time for 10 memes for week 7. Starting off with the 4th and goal stop. Look at it. Look how close that stop was. How long had you seen Oklahoma, how long had you seen a team stop a top 5 team, top 3 team at the 1? Not even 1 inches away. Texas offense got a good, they're good. Oklahoma defense is good. That was going to be the true test of that game Saturday. That won the game. That is the pick of the game. Then we go to Florida State and Virginia Tech. Look at this fan. He's a golden boy. He's all sparkly and glitter. Yes. I do not get that. I just saw that on TV. He's like, okay, I gotta see that. I gotta show you all that. And then Iowa State and TCU. Iowa State got some retro uniforms going on down there, but look at those players. those Iowa State players. Yes. It doesn't even look like they're wearing pants. So the whole game, I was probably calling them the skins. You know, the kind of like basketball, you know, oh, skins versus shirts. TCU was shirts, Iowa State was skins in that game. I do not know why they wore that uniform. It looked terrible, and it was hilarious. I don't know why. And then we go to second overtime. USC is going for an odd formation for their 2-point conversion. And to me, someone's gotta, I mean, I know football, but to me, I think that's a legal formation. I think you have one too many players on the left side of the field. And how did Arizona not see this coming? I mean, obviously, Caleb Williams had taken this himself. The whole world knew he was taking this himself when I saw this formation. I don't know why Arizona wasn't ready for that. And, of course, yeah, USC got it in. No one questioned about the formation at all. And then the next possession, the next meme. It's the sequence. This whole game, Pac-12 After Dark, this whole game was a meme. And then, you know, in the second overtime rule, you have to go for 2. No extra points. Yeah, Arizona sent their field goal team on the field. Why? Why? Arizona forgot the rules of the game. All right, enough talk about Arizona and USC. Let's go to Boise State, where their mascot was holding up a little American flag with LeBron James on it, and apparently they're the Broncos. That's hilarious. The Broncos James, the Bronco James. That's the sign of the week. I wish someone on Game Day did that, but yeah, LeBronco James. That's a winner right there. Okay, yeah. I guess I'm back to USC and Arizona. USC's never trailed their first 5 games. Saturday night, they trailed for more than 34 minutes. Yikes. That did not look good for USC. And give Arizona credit. They're not a bad team. They look really good. I think they're going to go to a bowl game. And I wouldn't be surprised they knock out a ranked team this year. I mean, they were so close. But, yeah, I actually want to pull up Arizona's remaining schedule. And, got to make a graphic for it real quick. But, yeah, Arizona's got Washington State next. That's going to be featured as a big game. I'm definitely talking about that game. Arizona, Washington State's on upset alert. Then the next week, on the 28th, they have Oregon State. And then the next week after that, they had UCLA. Their next 3 games are ranked opponents. Then they got Colorado, then Utah, and their last game is Arizona State. So, Arizona's remaining schedule, they are all underdogs. And they can win any one of those games easy. Alright, back to 10 memes. Alright, and then in case you were didn't watch the Georgia Tech and Miami game, Miami had the ball with the lead against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech had 0 timeouts. Miami, it was a second down, and there were 35 seconds left. Keep in mind that the play clock resets to 45 seconds. So, yeah, all Miami had to do was take a knee, and they win the game. They ran a play. He handed it off to the running back. He fumbled. Georgia Tech got the ball. 2 plays later, they scored the game-winning touchdown. And then this went trending on Twitter. Take a knee. Come on! I'll be talking about Miami here later on in the show, more about that. Oh my goodness, another USC meme? What is going on in this game? This is at the beginning of the game. This gotta be a typo. You think this gotta be... No, Arizona's defense was really just as good. Arizona came prepared, and they were good. Yes. USC had negative yardage in rushing. Only 3 yards in passing. It's 0 total yardage. I mean, I don't know when this, what point of the game this is taken, but looking at how Arizona's total yardage, I think we're into the second quarter. That's very likely, because I watched that game. I think that's in the middle of the second quarter when this pick was taken. Yeah, that, for the number 1 offense, that's terrible. And then, the last one, or I guess the 10th one, sorry. Yeah. And then my 10th one is, Iowa State goes back in time and has dinosaurs rushing the field. I love this so much. They got a giant, well, I mean, they do this every year. But, you know, they had dinosaurs dancing. I think their halftime performance or whatever. But this year they got something new. They got a giant dinosaur out there now. There's a cyclone, not the dinosaurs. And then I got a bonus one for you. Ole Miss social media is getting funny. Yeah, Lane Kiffin's dog right there being ridden by his quarterback. I got no words for this, but yeah, there you go. All right, new segment, 2-minute drill. Let's go, 2-minute drill. First game up, we got Arizona USC. Yeah, a game I've been talking about the whole me goes to third overtime. USC found the way to win. Yeah, even though they had terrible defense, their defense made a stop when it counted. Ish. That's what Caleb Williams gave the credit to, the defense, but okay. But it was really Caleb Williams with the game-winning touchdown to me. So USC ends up winning 43-41. And then Louisville pulls up probably the biggest upset of the year, 33-20 over Notre Dame. Notre Dame's falling apart. And then UCLA pulls up an upset, beating Washington State 25-17. Some other big games. Oregon State had a little trouble against California, but ended up winning 52-40. And Ole Miss just hanging on against Arkansas 27-20. And then LSU and Missouri. That was a back-and-forth game. I really thought Missouri had the ability to win this game. They did. LSU. I looked away from this game for like what, a couple minutes. I clicked around, kind of forgot about it, came back. LSU won 49-34. I have no idea when they took the lead or how they did it, and they won. I can't believe that. And Wyoming. I saw this one coming. I knew that they were going to pull off this upset. I knew it was coming. 24-19 over Fresno State. And then, yes, this one. I can't believe Miami still lost this game. Miami lost 23-20 over Georgia Tech. Wow. And then, points. North Carolina routing Syracuse 40-7. I really thought Syracuse, I know they're on the road. I really think that they would keep it close. I really don't think they're that bad of a team. But North Carolina, they got T.J. Walker coming back. Wow! He was a difference maker. I see why they've been trying to get him to come all season long. And Michigan handling Minnesota at 52-10. And then Northern Illinois puts up 55 points on Akron. And UCF, well, it should go back to American Conference because Kansas handled them 51-22. Kansas is now ranked now. Kansas is the third best team in the Big 12 after getting destroyed to Texas 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, that happened. That was your 2-minute drill. All right. We've got Monday Night Football tonight. Packers, Raiders, 7:15. And here's your little, on the left side of your screen, a little countdown to when it kicks off. But, yeah. I'm actually pulling up. You can actually see the line right now, but I'm actually pulling it up. I haven't even seen the line of it yet. But, oh, the Raiders are actually favored to win by 2 points. Wow. I was not expecting that. But, yeah. I'm really not expecting much in this game. But, yeah. Yeah, Raiders are favored by 2.5 points. I really thought the Packers would be favored, and that's really all I got to say about this game. I really haven't been following the NFL much this month because it's been boring. All right, no, I got a little fun segment right here. All right, teams as to teams as to teams. Little reverse or like teams switching up. Anyway, I'll explain here in a minute. But first up, USC is to Oklahoma. Since Lincoln Riley took over the starting job at USC's offense looked very similar to Oklahoma. No doubt he took the whole Oklahoma team with him. He also took Alex Grin. Now, it might not be the same players, but they're playing like that same terrible defense Oklahoma had. Not there at all. I mean, USC looks like Oklahoma from when Lincoln Riley was there. He took the whole Oklahoma team there with him. And the Pac-12 giving him his shot. I think Lincoln Riley had a better opportunity to win something in the Big 12. Because that Pac-12 is good. And then, Brett Venables. You know, with the defensive coordinator at Clemson, one of the best defensive play callers in college football, looking to improve Oklahoma's defense. Wasn't too great last year, but this year, and after watching that Red River rivalry, no doubt, that was a Clemson defense that I was used to seeing in those playoffs, the national championship games against Alabama. No doubt, that is an improved defense, and it looks very Clemson-like defense that we're all used to seeing under Brett Venables. So Brett Venables doing a very great job. So Oklahoma is now Clemson. I mean, Clemson is now Oklahoma. It's weird. And then, Mario Cristobal, if I pronounce his name right or whatever, you know, before he was the head coach for Miami, he was the head coach for Oregon. And at one point, or actually never, have you ever seen him call a QB knee when they had the lead? Never. I've never seen it. Well, there's one game that, you know, he ran the ball, had a good lead against Stanford. They're going to pull up probably one of the biggest upsets of that season. Stanford, in case you didn't know, Stanford was a higher-ranked team. I think they were 7 and Oregon was like 20-ish or something. But, yeah, they're going to pull up a big upset. They fumbled. Stanford got the ball. They did the right thing, and Needham won the game. Well, Saturday, he did the same kind of thing. They were up. They were looking like they're going to win the game. Just take a knee, you win the game. Well, it didn't work. Georgia Tech got the ball. 2 plays later, scored. Touchdown, like I talked about in that meme. Does he not know how to knee? I mean, is QB knee not in his playbook? He has turned Miami into Oregon. I mean, Oregon, when he was at Oregon, Oregon's really good. But also, he's had his moments where Oregon looks terrible. And now, Miami, I mean, they're a good team. He's done some good things. But he's had his moments. And Miami did not look that great in that game at all. I mean, how do you blow that? Seriously, put a QB knee in your playbook. I know it's his fault because there's no way that offensive coordinator that he's got down there is the same offensive coordinator he had at Oregon. Jeez Louise. All right. Here's a quick look at the rankings comparison. I'll talk more about them down in distance tomorrow. But, yeah. Oklahoma number 4 in my rankings. Looking good. Oklahoma number 5 in AP. Ohio State and Florida State going up a few spots. Texas all the way down to 9 in AP. I got them at 8. Alabama right behind them. But I think the biggest one is Miami. They kept Miami ranked and Kentucky ranked. Well, I mean, I know Kentucky lost to Georgia, number 1 ranked team. What are you gonna do? But they got destroyed. Notre Dame somehow is still ranked. Louisville is all the way up to number 14. Wow, impressive. But here, we're just about 2 weeks away until the CFP ranking comes out, so this ranking won't matter much longer. And, yeah, back to a little Monday Night Football. Packers, Raiders, gotta go quick. Give me a couple seconds to get my picking graphic up. But, yeah, here we go. Here's my picks for tonight's Monday Night Football game. Is it going to be the Packers or the Raiders? I mean, Raiders 2-point favored. I'm going to go against, well, maybe because they're in Las Vegas. And then their Vegas makes the line. I think that's why they have them winning the game. I'm going to go against them. Not only is the Packers going to cover, they're going to win this game. Bada bing, bada boom. Packers win. And then our game of the week. I was just talking about Oregon, but they got a new head coach this time. And how great is the Pac-12 this year? Number 8 versus 9. I really think Oregon is the better team. I really think Oregon should be the higher ranked team. I've seen Oregon play. They look really good. Their offense, unstoppable. Their defense, try to score on that defense. That is hard to do. Washington, same thing. They're almost similar teams, but some teams have figured out how to score on Washington. I've seen Washington struggle last week a little bit defensively. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe Washington's just overlooking their team to prepare for this game. Anyway, yeah, that's that. Good game Saturday, 2:30 on ABC. All right, tomorrow, I got a good show planned for tomorrow. Down in Niston, 6 o'clock. Gonna be a good show. Can't wait to watch it. Or wait, can't wait to watch it, but I'm gonna be on the show. Oh yeah, I guess I can't wait to watch myself. Why do I even say things like this? But anyway, yeah, I got a big show planned tomorrow, so check it out. Set as your reminder on YouTube. It's gonna be a good show tomorrow. Recapping all the big games on Saturday. So thanks for watching. This is the Slater Report podcast.